Alright, let's get over to school. Let's make it a fun day. Good morning. It is May 8th and it is 6:45 in the morning. Wow, it's a beautiful 72 degrees.
Yeah, it rained like heck this night.
I know. I'm sorry. Mostly because the thunder
really
kind of
loud.
woke her up.
Yeah.
But you were so cute clinging on me. But anyway, we're going to make it a fun day. We're going to go out. We're going to do something completely different outside the norm on what we would normally do. No theme parks, no stores, none of that baloney. Instead, we're going to embrace nature.
Well, that's not exactly nature.
It is. There's grass.
Man.
Yes, we're actually going to touch grass today. Let's get going. Let's first drop off Lil. And then we got a little bit of a drive. I'm not going to tell you where yet. But if you see the title, then you know. But let's get going. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. It does not get any better of a sky than that right there in front of us. Alright, short girl, you have an amazing day. Have fun. Alright, it is 7:52. The sun is up fully. And it is time for a great day. It is time to get our butts moving. So basically, here's the deal. The place that we're going actually used to be just a sinkhole that was about 23 feet deep. Yeah. And then later it became Lake Eola. And it was designated as a public park in 1888. How freaking cool is that? So yeah, that's where we're actually going to go ahead and go today. Tiffany was anticipated to go with me today. However, she doesn't know when that freaking bed is going to arrive for Lil. So she's going to go ahead and stay back at the house. And we're just going to go off and do this. It feels weird not doing it with her, but I know that she's got something important that she needs to take care of. So we're good on that. Let's get over to Lake Eola and let's just have some fun. I have to admit, going into downtown Orlando area here, it is definitely beautiful. I love it. This is definitely a gorgeous area. And like a foxtail as well. So the biggest issue I am having right now has to be the parking. The parking absolutely is horrendous over here. So that's why we're trying to figure this out right now, you and I. Oh my god, Tiffany would have been going crazy in the car with trying to figure this part out. And yeah, that is the downtown Orlando Public Library. And right over here, we also got an awesome mural over here. Orlando is just so full of life, and the thing is that there are so many different sections to it that it would be amazing to show you guys everything today of all of Orlando, but I can't. But what I can do is I can focus on this one section. Oh man, I'm just still taken back by everything here. It's amazing. Normally I would just be parking right about here, but as you can see, it's all closed off. So that kind of sucks. Okay, so this is interesting. So you pay via text to park. Text Parkside to 25023, and that's how you go and do it. Towing and booting is strictly enforced. I have to admit, parking costs is quite high. Then again, Miami, we spend about $50 for parking. Wow, it's beautiful. Looking at this, you definitely get some awesome Miami vibes. Just the styling looks so beautiful. I love this look. here at Central Boulevard and Eola Drive. Wow. Yeah, it's just Eola Drive. Oh God. City of Orlando, Lake Eola Park. What's funny is I still remember that we would have brought Lily here way back in the day. So way back in the day, Tiffany and I, we would have brought Lily here. We would have gone ahead, let her play on the playground and such. And usually that was after her doctor appointments, because she had quite a few over at the hospital. But here's the thing. Back then, we didn't have a car. We didn't have much, so what we had to do was we would take the Lynx bus over here, or just walk from the hospital too. Yeah. Those are the days I don't want to go back to. The Red Chinese Ting is a monument commemorating and celebrating the events of Orlando in the 1980s. In addition, its location on the edge of Lake Eola ensures its relevance. It's a symbol of international friendship in its mirroring of sister city Guilin, as well as the medium for positive change in downtown park. From Dr. Nelson Ying. It was his gift. And boy, is it beautiful, even still. I don't know what it is, but it's just a tranquil, beautiful area. Except for the very, very loud music that's being pumped over there for the event. But still, I gotta admit, I'm just really happy I came out today. It's nice just to get a little walking time in, a little fresh air. I have never seen birds like that before. That is so cool. The only downside is all these freaking tents just obstruct the view. That's the sucky part. Seeing this right here, it's just so mesmerizing and beautiful. I could just sit here all day and just do work, read a book, and not be bored. Wow. Honestly, what can I say? I just love this area so much. It's definitely gorgeous. And there we have a black swan. Fantasy Swan, donated by Angie Peretti and the Walk-In Works of Art. Dedicated to the City of Beautiful and all people of Orlando community. In Lake Eola Park, skateboards, rollerblades, bikes, scooters, and motorized vehicles are not allowed. Yeah. Just think, this whole lake here is just one giant sinkhole. 23 feet deep. Wow. And if you are worried about personal safety, don't worry, because there are security cameras to help you. Now, on the other hand, if you're feeling quite daring and you want to have a little bit of fun exploring the lake, $15 for 30 minutes and you can go ahead and take one of the swan boats out. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that right now because I would like to, I don't know, it's something I want to do with Tiffany instead. But, wow. This building here, next to the Fifth Third Bank, looks freaking awesome. Look at this. This is freaking cool as heck. I just love seeing these modern large buildings too. Wow. This is so awesome seeing. Life is wherever you make it. It can be something as simple as just watching a beautiful mom with its babies, or just enjoying the embrace of nature itself. That's why I'm happy I came out today. This is definitely a lot more than what I anticipated that I'd be seeing. That's for darn sure. I know this has been shown multiple times. The Disney Amphitheater. So just saying, this Disney Amphitheater is actually from 1989. So this was actually built before I even came here in 1992. Whoa. This thing is old, but still impressive. The Muse of Discovery. And it's not that old either, only from 2013. I thought it was older than that. But wow. If this tent wouldn't be here, you would have had a great view when I turned around of this awesome glass building here. Holy smokes. I'm starting to think that Elevate is the one that sponsored it. The world's first and only super water. Interesting. So far, I've seen a ton of these Elevate water boxes. So yeah, they must be one of the sponsors of this event today. Over here, we do have the St. George Orthodox Church, and it looks beautiful. So if you take a look over here, we do have the Orlando Public Library again, and we're gonna go ahead and check that out next. Sponsored by Orlando Health. Here we have the Orlando Public Library. Wow, 1985 was when this library was founded. Right when I was born. That's pretty awesome looking. Church Street Station. Now that takes me back to the old days. Yes, I was not expecting to see. That's pretty cool. So that's a lactation pod. And honestly, I have never seen one of those before. That's awesome. That is a cool mural of Wizard of Oz. The castle is a quiet space. Please limit use to reading, studying, and quiet time. Limit 4 people inside. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's a cool book. The Monsters Above the Bed. A different take it that we are the monsters to them. Winner of the Fiesta in the Park for 2002. Foxtail lasagna. It's awesome looking. And the details are incredible. So this here is called Club Central. And this is an area exclusively for children 11 to 18 to go ahead, come here, use the computers, and just relax and just get away from everything for a little bit. That is so freaking awesome. Wow, look at that, an Orange Avenue streetcar. That's a pretty cool model. What's even better, look at this. The Walt Disney Collection on the 4th floor. Guess where we're going? We're going 4th floor. Look at that. So this is Disney from, what is that, 1971. That's awesome. Yeah, she would make me take the stairs, that's for sure. Wow. Downtown Orlando has definitely changed. Especially since I've been here. Documents from the Disney collection can be reviewed here. Like here we have a Disney Film Archives book, 1921 to 1968. Look at that. Doc, Happy, Sneezy, Sleety. Sleepy. I guess that's P right there. Bashful, Grumpy, and Dopey. It's definitely remarkable. I say I could be here all day because of one big component to this. And boy is it big. Let me show you. So you see all these black vertical cabinets here? Yeah, it's all Disney. You got Disney Resort line, annual passport newsletter, Disney Magazine 2000, and Disneyland line 1985. Wow. You have all kinds of stuff here. But it goes on, because on this side here, you have even more books all about Disney. And there was one that caught my eye. The Disney monorail. Imagine you're in a highway in the sky. That artwork looks so freaking cool. This is interesting. It kind of caught my eye. Disney, the mouse betrayed, greed, corruption, and children at risk. Yeah, take a look. This book here, 1998. Wow. There definitely was a freaking lot of stuff there to go through. But unfortunately, we don't got a lot of time for all that, because we do also have to get back so that way we can get over to Tiffany and then get Lil as well. So let's get out, let's go walk around some more. And I'm getting a little thirsty. Had I known the parking, I think I would have parked right over here instead. But it's alright. We got a decent parking spot after all. Link's Limo area. So in case you don't know, basically this area here, Link's Limo, it is just a vehicle that just travels around downtown Orlando and does basically a loop and is free. It's a great way to get around the area. And over here we do have the History Center. Guys, so remember when me and Tiffany actually went in here with Lil when she was just in a stroller still. Wow, that takes me back to the old days. One of the Florida predators that you do not want to get near. The alligator. They can be very feisty and nasty. Behind you, Orange County's 1892 courthouse was constructed on Central Boulevard between Court Street and Magnolia Avenue in downtown Orlando. The three-story Gothic Revival building and its 80-foot tall clock tower were demolished in 1957. That would have been right there. Community Remembrance Project. Racial violence in America. Thousands of black people were the victims of lynching and racial violence in the U.S. between 1877 and 1950. The lynching of African Americans during this era was a form of racial terrorism intended to intimidate black people and enforce racial hierarchy and the segregation. Lynching was the most prevalent in the South after the Civil War. There was violent resistance to equal rights for African Americans, and the ideology of white supremacy led to violent abuse of racial minorities and decades of political, social, and economic exploitation. There's a lot more here, and if you want to go and just pause. This was actually put up in 2019 by the Equal Justice Initiative. I don't know how many other municipalities have done this, but do not lie or otherwise be in a horizontal position on a park bench. Do not sleep or remain in any bushes, shrubs, or foliage. Per City Code, Section 18A, 09A, and 0. It is amazing because today I ran into a number of homeless people. And to be quite honest with you, it was nothing but positive interactions, really. I would walk up, say hello. They would say it back and everything would be good. The problem that we have is that in America and across the world, we have a growing homeless problem. And it's not that people aren't working, it's not that people aren't making money. Because in today's world, no matter where you're at in life, you can make some form of money. Whether it's a couple dollars here and there, or all the way up to millions of dollars. The problem is that, and this is what I've seen, there's been a rise in these luxury apartment buildings that took away affordable apartment buildings, all because they added a gym to them, or a coffee maker or something. And on top of that, Winter Garden, my own community, and I know I'm going to get a flack for this. It used to be called Winter Garbage. It was nicknamed to be appropriate because we were the poor people considerably when you compared us over to a Coe that had the West Oaks Mall, Windermere, all those wonderful areas. That's how it used to be. And that's what it was back in the day. But I feel like now Winter Garden has just flipped the script and said, you know what? We're going to be the home of the millionaire now. That's why you see $700,000, $800,000 homes, $1 million homes. And these $1 million homes look like just regular homes. They're nothing special. Nothing out of the ordinary. It just makes me wonder, what is our community? Not our world, but our community. Whether it's mine with Winter Garden, yours with, let's just say, Philadelphia, or San Francisco, or wherever you are. What is it going to be like in 20, 30 years? In 50 years, are we going to look back and say 2025 was the good time? I don't know. I look back now and I say, wow, 2005 was a great time. The townhome that I stay in would have been for about $80,000, $100K at most. Now could sell for $400,000 to $500K. Yeah. Let that sink in at how much these homes have gone up. Rent prices used to be $700,000, $800. Now $2,000, $3,000. We're basically at the rent, which is equal to a mortgage, but you don't have to worry about if an appliance breaks because the landlord will fix it or replace it. You don't have to worry about a plumbing nightmare because, again, it's taken care of if you have a good landlord. But I just want to know, what do you guys think? In 50 years, are we going to look back and say we had it good? Or are we going to actually do something to make a change for the positive? Alright, let's get over to Wall Street Plaza. I don't know what it is, but this is definitely reminding me of my time up in St. Augustine when I showed that area off. And also, it's some of the webcams I've seen of Louisiana, New Orleans area, where you would have people up on the balconies and everything. I could just see this area being cool like that. So yeah, here we have Wall Street Plaza, downtown Orlando. So right in front of us, we do have the South State Bank. and Mikados. I still remember how I used to walk around here all the freaking time, way back in the day. And this was before Tiffany even. And it was awesome to do. So this is the Beecham, and it looks like it used to be one of the old clubs back in the day. I think it might have been for like music or comedy. I can't remember for sure. I'll put it right here. This was another place that Tiffany and we actually went to way back in the day. I'm fairly certain of it. Alright, so I actually know what this awesome glass building is. It is the Ocean Bank. That sucker looks amazing. Can you believe it is almost 11 o'clock already? This has been so much fun. It's been awesome. And I definitely just want to thank you so much for being with today. And if you're enjoying stuff like this and everything, go and definitely subscribe. Because I love getting out and love doing videos like this. This ferry fountain is going to be built here using taxpayer money. It's a nice addition to the Lake Eola Park. Alright, this is pretty cool. You got Publix down here on the bottom, and on the top you got residential. You can just walk down to get your potato crisp or whatever you want to snack on and eat. You need some lunch meat? There you go. Just go downstairs. How freaking cool is that? And whoa! That building, I love the shape and design profile of it. That looks freaking amazing. You know, honestly, everybody must be looking at me like, why is this crazy guy looking at all these buildings that we're so used to seeing every freaking day? And the reason is because I haven't been down here in a very, very long time. Especially to actually take it all in. I've been down here just for a quick run or so, but not to actually take it all in like we did today. This has just been amazing. I can't get over it. I really can't. And of course, you gotta have this. A pizza parlor. Look at that, pizza at Lake Eola. That is cool as heck. So here's the deal. I'm not really all that hungry, but I do want to get a cold coffee to drink on the way back home. So we're gonna stop in at Foxtail, which is actually, if you remember, where we went yesterday over to pick up that guy's chai. But we're gonna get a beverage of our own right here in downtown Orlando. No way. You got a Foxtail on the right. You got Jeremiah's on the left. You got everything right here. This is freaking cool. But yeah, here we have Foxtail. Let's go get a drink. Beautiful coffee shop. Amazing views. Great service. I couldn't be any happier. Alright, so here we are. Right across from Lake Eola Park. Beautiful area in downtown. And honestly, I couldn't be any happier. Cheers. Let's go ahead and try Foxtail iced coffee, caramel, cold brew. They did put half and half creamer in, so it's not as dark as I would normally have mine, but yeah, I like it. It's definitely not as rich and robust as some of the coffee drinks I've had before, but at the same time, it's not bad either. It's actually genuinely really good. I would actually come down here again just to stop in here and then go ahead, walk around the lake, and just enjoy some time again. Overall, today has cost me about $20. $9 and change for parking, and about $70 for the beverage. Overall, you can't beat it. It was a nice way just to relax and get away from everything for a bit. So let's go ahead. Let's get back to the car. And then we can go ahead and get back to Tiff. Wow, and here we are back at the car. No issues at all. This has definitely been a good day so far. Okay, so without Tiffany being around, I just want to talk with you guys real quick before we get out of here. Way back when I was working with my IT job, and I wanted to go ahead and get back into vlogging, but I didn't initially do it consistently and on a daily basis. Instead, it was just for different events and small stuff like that and family coverage. And then we got into live streaming, and I was trying to do that every day after work, and then that kind of fell apart with the work part. I have been enjoying and loving the daily part of showing our life. And every time somebody says thank you for sharing your day, it really touches our hearts. It really does, especially mine. Because I love the filming aspect. I love the actual editing part at the end of the day. I enjoy and love it all. It is absolutely amazing to me. And truthfully, I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep loving it. Because really, it's fun. It is fun to me to do this. And what's more fun to me is not just the Disney parks. It's getting outside of them. Like today, going to Lake Eola. Something we haven't done in forever. And by we, I mean you and I. And at the same time, Tiffany and I haven't been down here in forever. So, really, getting to just do it was a lot of fun and amazing. One of my next trips that I'm planning, and it's gonna take about $300-400 in order to do that effectively, between tolls, gas, and not to mention parking and food and everything while I'm down there, is Miami. That's right. At some point, I want Miami to be on my list again. Because I loved it when I went down there back in 2021. It was amazing. And I want to get back down there again. But for now, let's go ahead and let's get home. Alright, I just had my call in with Tiff, and she's doing good back at the house. I just can't also get over how good the coffee actually is. Truthfully, today's just been so amazing. And quite wonderful, too. But now, we gotta get back home because I had to get a little kiddo from school in about an hour and a half or so, 2 hours. So, that's interesting. I've never seen a vehicle like that before. FMS.org. It's interesting. Florida Motorcade Services.
Fight your battles, always by yourself. In the shadows, hear you cry for help. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibitions, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. Getting high, feeling low, and it's out of your control. You should know that I won't leave you. I'll stay beside you. I'll never let you go. You've been lost and alone in the city of lights, I know. But I will guide you home.
So here we are, back home. And no, the pet did not come at all. So Tiffany kind of stayed home for nothing, unfortunately. But that's alright. Newly elected Pope to greet crowd. Yeah, I was just looking something up that was quite interesting. How we're getting a new Pope today, okay? On top of that, in 2005, when Lily was born, just after it, okay? Pope Benedict was elected after 4 votes in 2 days. Yeah, in just 2 days. They had a new Pope back then.
Messages here, congratulations, God bless the Pope. And you can hear the chanting from the square.
Long live the Pope. Viva
Yeah.
Papa. Viva
Viva
Papa.
el Papa.
Alright, it's 1:42. Let's get going. 102 degrees.
This is getting harder and harder.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
Did you have a good day in school?
Yeah.
Do you want to go home?
Ow. Yeah.
Do you want to play on your iPad?
Yeah.
I need a haircut and shave. Give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, it's 3:06 and I feel a lot better now that I've shaved, cut my hair down, and now I am ready for the festering hot months to come. Yeah, they're gonna be quite brutal, to be honest. In case you're wondering, yes, I've always just done my hair. I tried it once with going to one of those barber shops over in the village. It didn't work out so well. So I just do it myself, either a number 4 or a number 5 on the little cutting comb, and I'm good to go. Nothing special, nothing fancy, get the job done. Not to mention, think about it. Each time you go for a haircut, was it like $20, $30 each time? Plus another $10 for the tip for the barber? You're at max like $40 now, okay? And I probably do it like twice a month, so really? That's $80 a month extra that I'm saving. And I'm happy about how my hair looks too. So, we're all good. Until I get arthritis in my wrist, that would suck. Alright, let's get going. And go get dinner. It's definitely like it's gonna storm. Yes, it started to rain down. A little bit. Hot honey subs over at Subway. And look, there we are, Pizza Hut. So at least it's not Papa John's, it's different. Alright, let's go and get the pizza home and enjoy. And then do our talking point for the day. And just think, the app is now updated officially. May 26, 2026. A day where the world will just stop, I imagine. Do you know why?
GTA.
Yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 will come out. And I have a feeling the world is going to stop
Like the internet.
and everybody is just going to come together as a collective and just want to go online and play together for one game.
As long as it's PlayStation, right?
PlayStation, Xbox,
Oh man.
but
their
no
systems
PC.
are gonna be overloaded.
No PC yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be PlayStation, Xbox first. And sorry, Switch 2, you don't get it. But yeah, I am super stoked and excited for that. Man, it's gonna be awesome. And it's back in Vice City again.
People said at least it's real this time.
Hey, Vice City back on PS2 had its limitations, but it got one thing right. If you go into the Florida water, yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be bad. Alright, let's go and get the food home, and then let's close out the day. Okay, it is 5:57, and honestly, it has been quite a long day today. We went over to downtown Orlando. We went to Lake Eola, walked around. We went over to the public library. Got to see some really cool stuff there. But overall, it was an amazing day. And if there was one thing to take away from today, it was that life happens anywhere you go. And you can find that enjoyment in anything that you do if you want to. And that's what we did today. Beyond the theme parks, beyond the typical winter garden area, we found enjoyment at Lake Eola. Watching the mother with the baby swans. Watching everything. It was an amazing day. And we got to just take it all in. And that's what I've been wanting to do. Get out there and see more than just Disney World and Universal. And we accomplished that. But I hope you guys have a good night. And thank you so much for joining today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Wherever the day takes us.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind.